What is going on, guys? Welcome back. First and foremost, thank each and every one of you that have been in all the live streams I've been doing. Certainly have enjoyed them, talking way more than just Girl World. But I know everyone's talking about FFG swindling you guys. I know everyone's talking about Amberlyn Reed losing her monetization. But let's talk about Chantal today. She just wrapped up about a 45-minute stream, and when I tell you there isn't much to it, I mean there isn't much to it. I actually did a recap over on my website. It's less than, I think, 3 minutes to recap this whole stream. But what I want to focus on is her finally admitting that she regrets getting the kitten. During this entire stream, the kitten is meowing, the kitten is getting into things, it's doing kitten activities. And Chantal just not only cannot be bothered, but openly admits that she wishes she could go back to bed, openly admits she wanted to just stare off into space, is given constant suggestions of places to go, things to do, activities to try, and she just wants none of it. I don't know how long she thinks people are going to feel sorry for her, but if her views are any indication, people are quickly getting over the woe is me arc, where she comes online and just immediately starts crying. This is not entertaining for anyone, Chantal. And they're all trying to actively help you. The same way a lot of reaction channels have tried to help you, they are trying to help you. They're asking you to interact with this kitten, to play with the kitten. This is what you wanted. Even if you're saying now you regret it, this is what you wanted. This is what happens when pets become props. And to that point, she says that she wants to get Julia to her sooner than later. It appears that she really does have this kind of longing for Julia, longing for Sasa, that she realized she can't just replace by getting another pet. She did say that she was going to come back later on in the day, that she wanted to either determine whether she was going to make food or order food. But to be fair, none of that is going to be entertaining. I think that Chantal has really learned that no matter where she goes, there she is. And she can say that she just goes through these phases. But the reality is, she goes somewhere, she picks up all of these reasons to not just be irritated or upset or frustrated. If you go back to Syria, the internet, Salah going to be with his family, not having the food she wanted, those were all irritations. But she also picks up those positives. So the positives would be Salah and the fact that she had this sprawling compound, the fact that she had Sasa, and, as she was leaving, all of a sudden the olive tree she was going to miss, and of course, Julia. And in her mind, she sees the promise of this new land, going back to Canada, where what were the positives? Well, she was going to have her own place. She was going to get to be alone. She might have Pete's. She would have better internet. But now she's learning all the negatives of those things. Like, she is alone. Like, she can't just turn on the chat and stream and have tons of people flood in to hear her talk about what it looks like the weather might be this day. That people are expecting her to finally follow through on all those commitments to making the content she constantly said she was held back from making while in Syria. If you go back and you follow Chantal's lineage of going to different countries, whether it was Kuwait, whether it was Thailand, whether it was Syria, whether it was the many times back to Canada, she always has the promise of a rejuvenation of her channel, her content, and her life. But very rarely, well, no, never has she followed through with any of that. And I think we're finally seeing kind of this cat and mouse game of the audience being kind of lured in with, hey, just wait till I do this, just wait till I do that, getting to the point where they're not willing to sit here and play the game anymore. Love to know your thoughts on it. Appreciate you watching it. I will be back as soon as I can with more commentary.